today I'm going grocery shopping and back to school shopping. We're doing everything kind of in one run, so that's exciting. For school supplies, I usually like to keep it minimal because I don't like carrying a lot of things in my backpack. It's heavy and I don't like walking around with it. So the goal is to get what I need and nothing more. I'm wearing the same green top because I want to find a green tank top, another one, because I like my things to match. This is what's in my backpack slash back to school haul because I already put my things away. But I wanted to show you my backpack because it's been with me for about 8 years, I want to say. Give or take a few actually. I want to say it's been since the 7th or 8th grade. I can't exactly remember. But yeah, she is sturdy. She is not going anywhere. And she is still my very favorite color, actually, pink. So let's see what's in here. We have nothing in the small pouch because I don't like it to jut out. I like to keep my backpack as lightweight as possible. As a short girl, heavy backpacks are just like straight from hell. It's really bad on my back. I also kind of look goofy. First, ta-da! This I actually didn't get for back to school, but I did get it a while ago when I first moved here. I found it at the thrift store for like $2. I have my sunscreen, a compact mirror, some hand sanitizer, band-aids, perfume, and lip stuff. And then I have this. I also bought it a while ago specifically for school. This carries all my chargers and my electronic accessories for my iPad, and then I would put my phone charger and then like a highlighter. This is what I recently bought, just one singular highlighter and some sticky notes. I go through them really quick. I have my trusty pencil case. I just bought this today. I bought my pencil and my pen a while ago. This is what I draw with, what I write with, and this is also what I write with. It's basically I only have two. I have a singular eraser, and that's it. This is actually a utensil case, but I took the utensils out and put it in my lunchbox. Oh god, she's falling everywhere. Next, I also bought this today. It's a to-do pad. I cannot do anything without a to-do list, without a calendar, so I have my calendar over there, and this is what my daily to-do lists are gonna go on. Finally, I think the main star of the show is my binder. I have this folder for any loose leaf paper, like assignments and papers that need to be put away quickly. And then I have this patch that I was gonna put in my on my backpack, but I didn't really like it, so I just put it in the binder. I made this note pencil. Sorry, I'm like struggling to say the word bookmark. I made this bookmark out of some duct tape and another bookmark, and then I painted over it. So this is like a nice craft, just a little craft moment I had. This goes in my textbooks when I get them. I love things that are portable, convenient, and functional. So I repurposed this from a notebook I just finished. This is basically just my notebook. The dividers obviously divide the subjects, and then if I needed another class, I'll open it up to the other subject. right. It's the first time I'm trying this out, so hopefully this method works. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to switch it up for next semester or even mid-semester if it's that bad. And finally, my eraser. She doesn't fit in my pencil case. I'm gonna be using this eraser a lot so that it'll fit. I love Tetrising my things in my backpack, and I love it when it fits seamlessly. But I still do have about 2 textbooks coming in. I think the rest are digital, so those won't be a problem, but it'll definitely get a little bit, chubbier. And then I also have my iPad, which you're actually sitting on, so I will not put that in here until I'm finished doing this. I also have my very small water bottle. I like to use this small one because it's like there's water fountains on campus, and also it's just much easier for me to carry. Like, it also doesn't fall. Last semester I had the problem of literally bringing attention to myself every single morning in class because my bottle would just fall out of my bag and it would make a loud sound. So at least I can tell you that I was memorable in some way. This is my lunchbox. It's just my backpack, but I repurposed it and the way it works is basically I'll just like hang it over my shoulder. I also bought some Ziploc baggies for snacks because I do not want to go hungry during class or after. I have quite a few classes, so, well, I only have 4 classes in total, but the majority of my classes are like stacked. Ta-da! I love stars with all my heart. I also bought clothes, but not a lot. I think I bought a long sleeve, a UPF jacket, and that's it. I wanted to get a tank top that was this color, but I couldn't find one the same color. But honestly, it's fine. I'll just wear what I have. This is so that nothing spills onto my backpack. Like I said before, I don't have a big clothing haul. I don't think it's very necessary for me right now because I think I don't have a lot of clothing, but what I have is like things I like, and it's easy, it's comfortable, so I'm pretty satisfied with what I've got. Although, if the thrift gods are listening, I have to say I wouldn't mind finding a brown baby doll top at the thrift. Just putting that out there. I enjoy watching other people's back to school hauls and everything, but sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, and sometimes it's nice to like just not go all out and just get the things you need and even repurpose some things. Like, I could have gotten a new lunchbox, but I have a bag at home, so that was an easy substitute for me. Although I'm not a minimalist myself, I love watching others do their thing, and I like implementing some of their, I want to say philosophies, but I don't think that's right, lifestyle choices, and try to be mindful about the things I purchase and the things I keep around. My place tends to get pretty cluttered pretty quickly because I don't put things away, and I forget to throw things away when they're finished, so I try to declutter pretty regularly, especially when I'm like not using something, I don't need something, or the product is like finished and I'm just like for some reason keeping it around. I'm trying to really simplify my life by like reducing obstacles in my way of doing productive things, just because I know that if something is hard or there's like literally any obstacle in my way, I just will not do it. I know that my brain just is like, no. I'm not even gonna look that way. And I've had to stop doing certain things, like for example journaling is something I no longer do because it's not something that comes easy to me, and I know it's not exactly an easy task, but it's like it kind of makes my life harder and just gives me another thing to do, which is not helpful for my personal journey of productivity or whatever. This marshmallow is really good. Part of me feels like I'm just kind of saying a bunch of buzzwords, and I could be right, but I really am just trying to reduce the amount of obstacles in my way. Point is, I want to make my life easier, and the easiest way I can think of doing that is by removing things from my life, adding easier ones on top of the things that I already do. Atomic habits. read it like a year ago. Could not remember a single thing for my quizzes for some reason, but all of a sudden, all the information that I read like a year or two, no, I think it was a year ago, is now currently processing in my brain. I'm like, hey, that's actually something I learned from Atomic Habits. Why didn't I know? Like, anyway. Well, it's time to wind down and go to bed, but I had a really good time talking to you and getting my thoughts out. I hope to see you next time. Bye.